Hey everyone, my name is Rakia Kunu. I am currently enrolled in the communications course at the University of Texas at San Antonio, which I currently reside. I'm from Houston, Texas, born and raised. My family is from Lagos, Nigeria. I have two brothers, and I'm currently a kinesiology major planning to pursue physical therapy. So, to get into it, I feel like if someone was to ask me, hey Rakia, like, what in your life would you say brought you some type of joy, peace, happiness, a spirit, just something that made you feel really good about yourself all around? And I probably would go into endless conversation about track and field. And I know that sounds kind of like a sport. Like, usually people have different things that define them, but track was kind of there for me through some of the hardest moments of my life. And it was there for me when I can say no one else was. But to get into it again, I feel like it all kind of started from when I was a child. Excuse me. And typically, kids usually start walking from around like 9 months old, but research shows that some children start walking as early as 3 months. And my mom used to tell me when I was older that I started running before I could walk. I was actually a pretty early walker, I guess you could say. I started walking around 6 months. So around the time I was 2 years old, flash forward, I was doing things a little kid does, running around the house, little kid stuff, and I banged my head on the countertop, and blood everywhere. I left a really big scar. And usually kids would, just start crying, kind of decide that they aren't going to do that anymore. And my mom said that I gotta wipe the blood off and kept running. And from there, she kind of told me, like, yeah, I knew that you would have a passion for this. Like, you just really enjoyed running. And, all kids like running, but I guess mine was just like at a bigger level. I kind of just really enjoyed it. But to get back into it, in my teen years, my pubescent years, I guess you could say, I entered the fourth grade and I started taking track more seriously. So my mom entered me into AAU track, which is competitive track. So I started running for a team, really liked it, really got into it, and then really started to develop a love for it. Kind of made me realize, like, oh wow, I really like to take leadership because I also was enrolled in like relay races, and I was always like the first leg, so I always have to start it off, and it kind of would remind me of like my home life also. Being raised by a single mom and two brothers, you also have to learn how to take a leadership role. So I would say that I had to grow up kind of quick, but I wouldn't change anything. It molded me into the person I am. But yeah, doing some research, I found out that Advent Health discusses that sports actually help a child, if that makes sense. They spoke on the benefits of what it does for your mental health, physical health. Of course, physical health keeps you healthy, things like this, blood pressure down, all these things. But mental health statistics show that it helps reduce depression, anxiety, and it also helps with leadership skills. Like I said, yeah, it taught me leadership. I can really say that. Let me know, like, you kind of have to stand up for what you believe in, if that makes sense. You have to take a head in some things that you have to do in life. Like, it really showed me not everything is going to be handed to you, if that makes sense. Uh, so, fast forward. My freshman year of high school, I was running track again. I ran track for 9 years, and I was running, and I tore my hamstring. I was actually complaining of the pain earlier in the day, but I kind of was like pushing it to the side. I love the sport. I love it. I have a passion for it. I didn't want to kind of accept that I was in pain, but I was running, and yeah, I tore my hamstring. And I don't want to say that was the end of my track career, but it kind of made me realize like I kind of need to start looking into other things. But I took a year off after that and healed up and went right back to it. Then I kind of realized that at this point I was kind of doing it just to do it. I didn't really have a passion for it anymore. But like I said, track, it really molded me into who I was. It made me realize things about myself that I would have never realized without the sport. It taught me leadership. It kept me happy. It was my best friend for almost half my life. But you know, life, sometimes you have to move on and pursue new things. And it showed me that I have other interests. Like, I love to dance, I love to sing. But yeah, track will always have a special place in my heart. It made me who I am. But you know, you move on. But all in all, yeah, I would say that made me who I am. It really did. So I hope you all have learned more about me through my accomplishments, through all that I've been through, the hard things I've gone through, my hardships, and most importantly, I hope you guys really discovered like who Rikia is through this speech. So thank you.